are in it right now, y'all. It's pouring down hard. We can barely see a thing. There's lightning everywhere. Crazy.
It's pretty wild. It got so dark that all the lights on the highway turned on.
Yeah.
It's only like 4 p.m. though.
There's some proper lightning bolts out there though. Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
We are back on the road. We spent the last couple days in Jackson exploring that town. It was amazing. We're heading over to Houston. It's about an 8-hour drive.
Woo.
And unfortunately, the weather is not good today. It's just been off and on rainstorms. It feels like we're driving from one rainstorm to the next.
There's been a bit of traffic, but now it seems to be moving and grooving. The rain's letting up a bit. Lightning is pretty wild though,
Yeah.
but at least it's keeping it interesting.
But I've got my little editing station right here, so I'm getting stuff done. The internet on my phone actually works amazingly on these highways, so that's awesome. Anything else? I don't know. Also, you guys, I got some bad news. My lens just broke. The lens I'm using right now, usually I use autofocus, and the autofocus is great on this camera, but when I zoom the lens in, now it won't autofocus anymore.
Coming on the heels of Eric's laptop breaking, we haven't had luck with electronics lately, sadly.
It's an expensive lens, you guys, so
yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something to replace that. I guess we're gonna get back on the road. The rain is starting to come down again. I'm sure you guys can hear it because the microphone is right under all the rain.
All right, Houston, here we come.
The rain is not letting up, but I gotta go, so I'm gonna have to brave it. Do we have an umbrella in here?
Yeah.
We do?
Somewhere.
It's too much work. I'm out of here. Ah! I'm already soaked. Jeez. Dude, you get soaked in 2 seconds out there. And I don't have any shoes, y'all. This is what I'm rocking because I left mine in Nashville like an idiot. Ah, it's dripping everywhere. My laptop's all wet. Ah. This is getting pretty wild, y'all. We're in some town and the power's out and all the buildings. Whoa. Stoplights are out. Cops are out. And the roads are all flooded. Crazy.
It's kind of scary because all the lights have been out in this town, and some people are doing what you should do and turning them into stop signs instead, but a lot of people are just flying through, and it's just gonna become a whole disaster in that town.
Holy cow. You guys, we have an epic storm brewing over here, and we're having a little chat with Matt. And we're showing him off the storm. He's just sitting on our dash. It's like having a third person in here.
I'm here with you right now.
Matt, a lot of people ask where the heck you've been. Tell them where you've been.
I'm in, I'm in the ether. I'm floating around.
He's permanently
wherever you want me to be.
Permanently on our dashboard. That's where he is.
Yeah.
Say bye, Matt. Well, we made it to Houston. We survived all the storms.
But we brought them with us apparently. I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's really nasty and raining. A big old storm just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, really just right before we started filming, it was a nice day, and then all of a sudden just hurricane winds, tree branches flying out of nowhere, hit me in the head, all kinds of stuff.
We still have some fun stuff planned for today, and I think a lot of it's indoors, so we should be okay. But we wanted to start with giving you guys a tour of this place. Look at this little tiny home we're staying in.
You guys know that we love staying in quirky, unique places, especially usually tiny places, but this is one of the coolest tiny domiciles that we have stayed in. Domicile. I don't know why I picked that word.
I don't know.
What's really cool about this is that it's just in the middle of a neighborhood in someone's backyard. Mm-hmm. They built this little oasis. They fenced it in. They put this house here. They built a deck all around it. There's a little picnic table out there. When it's a sunny day, it is probably amazing out there. But it's not a sunny day, so we're cooped up inside. Let's give you a look around.
So, welcome to the living room. We have a nice couch. It's actually a pull-out couch, so you can have more than 2 guests stay here. I wonder, 3 or 4 maybe?
That'd be a lot of people to cram in here.
Yeah.
But it's actually...
But it's doable.
It's definitely doable with 2 people. It's pretty spacious.
We have a full kitchen area. So
and look how huge these counters are. So they're solid rock. And they're so deep, so you have a ton of counter space here, huge sink.
Yeah, I feel like people usually skimp on the kitchen and give you like the tiniest area to cook on. But here, you have so much room. You've got your microwave, your little, is it convection oven? They even do have a little hot plate in there. We're not quite here long enough, so we won't utilize that. But I mean, they have so much storage. We actually took one of the drawers and put all of our stuff in there. If you follow me to the back of the house, we have a kind of closet, a full-size fridge too, our little closet area, and then a full-size bathroom, which is actually huge. This is one of the biggest tiny bathrooms we've had. We were just in Canada in a converted van, and we were trying to think of ways to have a bathroom where you could have slightly more room than that one did. This might be it.
Yeah,
so it's still the
very
toilet,
well laid out.
Yeah, toilet's still in here, but because it's got this whole shower curtain that goes from floor to ceiling, you don't get this half of the bathroom wet, which is always my biggest complaint when they have tiny bathrooms.
You might be wondering how the heck you get up to this loft. I don't even know if we pointed this out. Actually, there's a loft bed up here.
Up in there.
And it's really unique how you get up here. So check it out. There's this ladder that sits completely out of the way. They have a little piece of wood that it gets like kind of lodged on. And then you just pull it down like this. You gotta be very careful though, because there's some weight to this thing. And there you have it. Ta-da! And now you climb up to the boudoir.
Ooh.
There's no extra light up here, but this is basically it. And we slept like babies down here because the AC's right there, pumps right on you. It's perfect.
And the bed is super comfy. It's very soft and the bedding is really nice. We were out.
This is actually a really cool perspective on the place. You can really get a sense of it from up here, of how much room there actually is in here.
There's lots of room. Look at me.
You can also get as much privacy as you want in here because they have these little shades. Super easy. Bam. Insta privacy. The rain has stopped. Yes.
At least for now. So
yeah.
We're running out.
We're gonna venture out into Houston, but we are actually planning to eat some crawfish, but it's not gonna be just any type of crawfish,
no,
all right?
no,
There's
no.
a special kind that we heard about that they have here in Houston that we are gonna be trying.
Yes, sir.
Check this out. They made this little custom parking spot just for this little tiny house area. It's called the parking pad, but it's basically just a bunch of rock that they put here to extend the road so we could park over here without being right on the road. It's pretty cool.
It's so cool, yeah. You don't have to do much of anything and you have a whole parking spot. We have arrived at the Cajun Kitchen. It is time. We have arrived at the Cajun Kitchen. It is time to get our Vietnamese Cajun crawfish boil on.
Let's do it. This place is amazing, you guys. The tables are all lined with this plastic cover, which I assume is for the crawfish mess that we're about to make. We're trying to decide exactly what we should order. They have the #1 fat ass down here that's caught my eye. We've got the #2, the XL fat ass, which might be more up our alley. I don't know. How fat of an ass do we feel like having after we leave here? Also got a little sweet tea. I've been on a sweet tea kick ever since we got to the South, y'all.
This is what 2 pounds of crawfish looks like. Absolute perfection, I'd say. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's all steamy. So, we didn't quite explain. Houston, we read, actually is one of the, if not the most diverse city in the United States. We had no idea, but that means that there is a huge Vietnamese population here. And I guess they took the traditional crawfish boil that you would get in the South down here, and they added their own swing to it, I guess. So they add their Vietnamese spices. And so it's a little bit different than regular stuff. I think you boil them the same, but then the seasoning is quite different, and it varies from location to location. There are so many places where you can get this beautiful dish, but this one in particular came highly recommended. So, VIET-CAJUN Crawfish. I have to say it really slowly because it's really hard for me to say. It's at market price, which today is $8.99 per pound, minimum of 2 pounds. We also got some potatoes and some sausages, and I believe we have some corn on the way.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on in this bowl right here. The smells coming off of it are amazing.
God. Oh, so we got their house style. It's a little citrusy, garlicky, onions, I think some scallions in there. It's gonna be good. I was gonna Google how to properly eat the crawfish, but our server offered to give us a tutorial, so I think he's washing his hands. He's gonna come back and show us.
You can grab one, I'll grab one. Full body here.
Okay.
Just twist from the middle here, head to tail. And then if you guys are interested in the head, you can eat that as well.
Okay.
Just peel the front part where the head used to be, and then just that first layer right there.
Okay.
Grab the bottom here and pinch.
Okay.
and then it should slide right out.
Nice
Okay.
job.
Thank you.
You guys enjoy.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Perfect, thanks. We tricked him into doing the dirty work for us. Just kidding. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And now that we properly know, we can get this party started. I got it all over my face already.
Nah, you're good.
Ooh. This is so good. It's perfectly spicy. So they had mild, medium, spicy, something extra spicy or something cray, and then they had a habanero sauce. We did spicy, nice in the middle, and it is perfect. You could probably even go a little spicy if you wanted to, but it's got a little citrus, it's got a little tang.
Now you gotta give one of these sausages a try.
Yeah, so you can add in boiled potatoes, you can add in corn, you can add in sausage, all sorts of stuff. It said 2 sausages. I thought they would be like half this size.
Yeah.
These are pretty substantial.
Just a whole sausage. I'm not gonna make any jokes, so don't worry. The commenters will make enough jokes for us.
Oh, that's a juicy sausage. It squirted all over my face.
If you're watching this right now, resist the urge to make a lewd comment.
Oh my god. It's so good. Ooh, it's spicy, smoky, salty, pork, big pieces of pepper in there. It's perfect.
And it's definitely enough for 2 people. I wasn't
my
sure
God.
how much 2 pounds of crawfish should be, but this will do the trick.
This was a great idea. Oh, now you have to try their street corn.
We almost forgot about the street corn. Ooh, check this out. So you got little burn bits there. There's some butter on there. There's some powdery stuff on there, which...
Cheese and Parmesan?
Oh, it's Parmesan. Oh, this is gonna be good. Whoa. I'm not even exaggerating. That is so good. I can't even believe it. Wow. It's so much sweeter than you would think. There's so much flavors going on in there with the cheese and the little burn bits. It's sweet and buttery all at the same time. This might be the best piece of corn I've ever had. I'm so full, you guys. Look at the carnage before us. So many napkins. Yeah, and then a bowl of delicious death over here.
Oh, it was so good and so worth it though, my word.
There's one more thing that we want to do today that is unique to Houston, and that is to visit an ice house. Now, what the heck is an ice house? Well, we're going to tell you when we get on the inside.
So, this is an ice house. Does it look like what you thought it would? So apparently back in the day, the towns, especially in Texas, had ice houses that held ice, and people would come and get the ice for their home ice box back before electricity was a thing. Obviously now, there's no need for those, so they have become, I guess, watering holes. But what's really cool is that Houston has kept a lot of their old ice houses and just turned them into these, I guess, outdoor kind of bars. So I think the requirement is that it should be a place where a lot of people come, and primarily all you do is drink booze. I think even having food is sometimes looked down upon because it should just be alcohol.
It's kind of like a beer garden.
Yeah.
And we never knew that was a thing.
No, I had never heard of that, and we've come to Texas all the time. Apparently Houston has all these lovely secrets that we are just now finding out about. I have gone with the Texas variety. I got Ruby Redbird. And Shiner is a Texas brewery.
We actually just got this, we tried this Abita for the first time in Jackson, and I really liked it, so
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Louisiana, it's close enough. We're on the border. We went fruity because it's a nice warm evening.
So this place was once an actual ice house, and it's just kind of evolved over the years, and this is what it's become now. So there's a lot of history here, and a lot of drinking been done, I think, as well. We've explored the place a bit more. Turns out they have cornhole back here, they've got darts, they've got ping pong over there.
I think they must have movie nights.
Yeah,
I think
place is great.
They might do some cookouts here. They've got it all. They got
Yeah.
you covered.
And they have people from all walks of life here. There's like biker guys, there's hipster kids, there's families, and
Yeah, they're
children
just like-
roaming around. There's a cigar area over there
Yeah.
that you
Oh,
can
yeah.
smoke, that some old guys are just chugging on cigars over there. But it's a very cool place. But we are going to head back home and probably chill for the rest of the night, so we're gonna see you there. So we're back at our little tiny house, and check this out, you guys. We were at that Cathead distillery in our last
Jackson,
video in
yeah.
Jackson, And look at this score that they gave us. Well, we already had this because Allison's brother left it in Nashville, so we took it. But they gave us all of these little goodies.
Yeah, to try out. So the honeysuckle was a really good one. And then this is their mainstay, or their, what's the word for it?
I don't know. Their main vodka.
Yeah.
But then this is nothing too fancy. Mississippi straight corn whiskey, aged over 2 years.
Yep.
That's going to be good.
So now we're traveling with a whole bar in our car. What do we choose?
I don't know.
I think we might go with this tonight.
Yeah, keep it simple. So I think we're going to pour ourselves a drink and just chill for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, the rain came back, so it's nasty outside again. Yeah. But we hope you guys enjoyed coming around Houston with us today. I don't know if we mentioned it earlier. We've been to Houston a couple of times, and we actually made some videos back here. We've done the tour at NASA. We went to this cool waterfall installation. The name is slipping my mind right now, but we've gone to all kinds of parks and all sorts of other
There's
things.
lots of cool stuff to do in the city. That's why we didn't really, we couldn't really find that much else to do other than try the crawfish, which was one of the few things we hadn't done in the city. So.
Which was such a delicious idea. Tomorrow we are off to Austin, but just for a night, and then we are headed to California for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we already said we're meeting up with Matt. And we have a few more people that we're going to cross paths with.
Some special guests.
The subscribers who have been with us for a while will be very excited to see an update with them. We cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. That'll do it. Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.